So I'm busy, well, trying to get organized. This my entire life has been trying to get organized. But basically what I'm working on is I'm headed to the store to pick up staplers. And I'm putting out basically bee bait, right? To hopefully attract the bees. And then once I find bees, I'll just keep, going around my region here. But also what I want to do is as I'm doing that, also I want to basically educate people. Looks like a student of mine. It sure is. Educate folks about the bees and ask them, have you seen bees? And hopefully give out my my email, right? And they will email me if they find bees. So just getting out there and also just doing research. There's no bees, dude. We can't see any bees. So I talked to a guy today. He's like, seen bees? No. I mean, it's springtime. The bees should be out. The flowers are out. There are no bees. And I hope others will start recording and looking for bees, because basically the bees have been devastated here. And I may have to go to the forests, right, to actually find the native bees, which, there are forests, a little bit more of a drive, but I'm probably going to have to do that to find the bees. So right now what I'm doing is I'm actually going to go to get some staples. I printed out a whole bunch of bad Japanese to try to communicate. So the good thing is I'm actually going to get out there and practice my Japanese, which is good. I'm getting out there practicing my Japanese. If I'm going to create a beekeeping business in Japan, I better speak the language. So for the first time in 6 years, I'm actually motivated to want to learn, because I want to communicate the problem about the bees to people. I feel extremely passionate about this and making a difference, right? This is where my home is, and if there are no bees where my home is, then there's a problem. I'm trying to figure out if I should put a bee. I think I'm going to put a bee thing out in this area here. See if there's any bees. I think I need to get closer to the mountains where the forests are, because I think the bees, there's probably bees in Japan, but they're in the forests, not in the parks, is what I'm thinking. All the farmers are out, so it's a good time for me to actually connect with these guys, especially the local guys who are basically taking care of the little. I think I am going to put a little bee food trap out here, bee trap. We call them bee traps, but they're not, just like a little place where there's some food. But my thing is, I think a wild animal is going to come and find it and so, oh, thanks for the honey, buddy. Honey. And basically just eat the honey. That's what I'm thinking. I should put lids on it and make it just small enough for the bees to get through. That's what I should do, so that the only creature that can get in there are honeys or bees, right? This is what I'm thinking. There I am. This is where the big store here. I wonder if there's any. Everyone's picking up their flowers. I mean, if there's going to be any bees, there would be bees here. Look at all these flowers. All the flowers are out. Let's see if there's any bees around. All right. I want staples. Let's take this, because I don't know what the word for staples is. I feel like thinking I must be really crazy. But look at all the flowers. roses. There's no bees. No pollinators. This has to have you worried. Come on, guys. No pollinators. You think at least one bee would be out here on this. Nay. No pollinators. We gotta ask this girl here. My bad Japanese. Let me get my. Here's my my 3 sheets of Japanese. So I want to ask this girl here. She's pretty. So I want to ask her. Look at all the. すいません。ほら、あなた22の8を見たことがありますか？日本語ダメ？うん。8、ミツバチね。8、B 見た？少し。小さい。あそこ？ここで？すごい。何が花？何花？8。So she's saying she's seen a bee, little bee, little. ここ？
今いない。
ね、星これ8ここで蜂の餌をできますか？
こんなの？
これ。ね、後で見て。だから日本ミツバチの半分が死んでる。ね、知ってる？ハチビチの半分ね。See here。ね、日本のミツバチの半分が死んだことが知ってますか？ね。ね。さあ少しこれね、私を日本ハチミツを助けてたいね。
ただいまコース売り場でお客様が
欲しいこれ I have a 釣り何これ餌ね。これコップちっちゃいコップ小さい餌。これ大丈夫？
どうなのかな。
ね、ちょっと待って。マネージャー誰？ね。ほら、need staples ね。staples。これはインフォメーション。日本8死んだ。いっぱい死んだ。これ意味が8。これは餌ね。こっちね。これは餌。8。小さいね。で、後で見て。 8、食べた。
私は決めれない。
決めれない。これ、質問 Can you ask manager? 偉い。Today ない。今いない。Okay. I'm gonna get. Thank you. So she's not gonna. She doesn't know I can put the bee food here for it, but she has seen a bee, little one. So we'll see if we can ask someone else. Let me go find Staples. See, that's how bad my Japanese is. Horrid.